We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Lawren Just with Persimmon Ridge Development. And Lawren, I say development, but it's really a community that you've built here.
Yeah, thank you. And that's what we call it. We never say that Persimmon Ridge is a subdivision. We like to say it is a community because there are so many different size home sites here for people to choose from. And they're not sitting on top of each other. So it's not like your typical city subdivision where you have a home, and if you're driving down the street, you don't know where one starts and one finishes because of the size of the home sites and the frontage that you are able to get.
And one of the beautiful things that you did when you were developing this land is you really thought about how are people going to live here, you know, where their houses are going to be. And you can really tell that when you're driving around because you don't feel like you're in a community that has many houses, right?
Right. We're situated over 765 acres here. And 30 years ago, my late husband and I came out here really for the purpose of building a golf course. And as you know, Persimmon Ridge is one of the best in the region. And we accomplished that task, and I became a land developer because of the excess land that we had here. And we are very protective of the quality of the golf course. So as we developed sections of home sites, we didn't want those houses crowding the golf course. We didn't want to create a situation where a homeowner would not be able to enjoy their backyard for fear of an errant shot from an average golfer. And we didn't want the average golfer to have the fear of hitting an out-of-bounds shot every time they stepped up on the tee. So we created the best of both worlds here in that the golf course is one of the most challenging, one of the most beautiful, one of the best in the region, but the community is as well.
Well, and one of the nice things too is from a homeowner standpoint, if you want to feel like you're on a golf course or if you want to feel like you're in the middle of nature, you have a lot for them.
That's correct. We have lots that range in size from 1/3 acre to this new section is actually going to have an agricultural tract that's 22 acres in size. And so if someone wants to feel like they are out in the middle of the country and be able to live in the woods and overlook Floyd's Fork and all the beauty that it has to offer, they can do that here in Persimmon Ridge and in 5 minutes be at a junior Olympic size pool.
And that's what's so nice about your development and what you and your family have done here.
Yeah, thank you. I believe that's what brings the homeowners to Persimmon Ridge is they do have options. Some people do want the smaller tracts. They don't want, they may be like me where they're getting to retirement age and they don't want a lot of land to maintain. And we have 1/3 acre size lots that would accommodate those folks. But other folks, they may be starting a family and they want a larger backyard. They may want 5 acres, they may want 22 acres, and we have that available for them as well.
And what a lot of people don't know is you developed this when you were starting your family.
Yes, we have 5 children, and when we bought this land on which Persimmon Ridge is built, the baby was 9 months old. And so she now has 4 children of her own and is actually older than I was when we started this project. So it's been a lifelong journey, it's been a lifelong dream to watch this come to fruition. And with this last section, section 19, it should be the last section that I have to develop in Persimmon Ridge before I retire.
So Lawren, tell us a little bit about this last section.
Well, I was looking at my master plan last fall when I had some time on my hands, and I thought I was finished after section 18, but when I was looking at this, I thought, no, there's about 25 acres here, and it's beautiful. 4 of these home sites range in size from 1 to 2 acres, have over 100 feet of frontage, and overlook 9 acres of lakes in the back of the sites. 2 of them will do walkouts, 2 of them are flat sites. And the views out the back are just magnificent. They overlook the irrigation lake of the golf course and another smaller lake that was built for the enjoyment of my children when they were growing up on this land. And then the 5th site is a 22-acre site that borders Floyd's Fork Creek. Is about 8 acres of woods and about 8 acres of cleared area if someone has horses or would like a field for a soccer field or a baseball field for their kids. It would be ideal, and it's very exclusive. It would have a long driveway leading to it, but once you get to the building site, it's magnificent.
And that's such a big deal here in the Jefferson County area because so many developers want to put as many houses as they can into that land, but you were not a developer at first.
No, we were in the golf business, and we were told by several developers that we were doing it all wrong. Our lots needed to be smaller, they needed to be tighter to the golf course, they needed less frontage so that we could get more lots, which would result in more profits. And that's not what we wanted for Persimmon Ridge. We wanted a community, we wanted beautiful large home sites. We wanted to preserve the trees and the nature. We have deer, we have fox, we have wild turkey, because there's still green space and there's still open land that allows those animals to live in nature with our homeowners in Persimmon Ridge.
Well, thank you so much, Lawren.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's
I really
always a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.